am so excited today to bring you a get ready with me video. I'm using a bunch of different makeup products. I'm gonna be fixing my hair. So get your coffee, get your makeup, and come get ready with me, and let's have a good time today. Okay guys, this is me, the bare truth. I've got my trusty coffee here, and this is my normal get ready routine. I'm always gonna have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna have a podcast, some kind of music going, and this is what I do. Even though I have a lot of kids, people are always asking, how do you have time to get ready? It's just been part of my normal life and my normal routine. As long as I can remember, I've always taken the time to do a little something to myself. There are days when I go like this. Matter of fact, the last 2 days have certainly looked just like this, but it is time. I'm gonna start and go in with my Lime Life Cool Balm, and this is just a face serum, kind of using it as moisturizer. I'm gonna go in with this all over and moisturize my skin. So the older I get, the more I find my cheeks and my forehead are definitely getting super dry, or that's not something I've ever really dealt with before. I do normally have combination skin, but the older I get, it is getting dry. And so I've been loving all of my Lime Life skincare. I'm using the Eye, I'm using Due Date oil, a lot of things to help my skin just balance out. After having 7 kids, there's lots of things, melasma, we've got all kinds of stuff going on with my skin. Next, I'm going in with the Lime Life Primer. I believe this is a fairly new product that Lime Life has. Go a little crazy with it. Let that do its thing. I do use a multitude of different products, so although I do sell Lime Life, I do use a lot of different stuff. Next thing I'm going in with is the It Cosmetics CC cream. I have been an It Cosmetics girl for a long time, so switching to anything new has been a big change for me, but I'm up for it. I'm not always stuck to one thing. I do use the brush. This is the Heavenly Luxe brush number 23. It's dual ended for your concealer and your foundation. And so I just do a good pump. There you go, maybe a little bit more. And that is my foundation. So I'm just gonna work that baby all over the place. I've got my mirror over here. I'm looking in the camera, so I'm hoping I can get everything good. Some days I will do something really quick. This is gonna be my more like when I'm really getting ready type of deal. A lot of times it is throw a little bit on and go. Just depends on what I have going on. I do homeschool my kids, so a lot of times we're home, but then there's also nights during the dance season. I work and I teach dance, and I manage there at the dance studio. So I do have to get ready most days of the week. We also go to church on Wednesdays and Sundays, so I'm always, pretty much always having to do something. I can't stay plain Jane too long. Next, I am using the Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. I do this in the color Light, and I just put it on the back of my hand, let it warm up a second, and then I do use a little blender usually, if I can find it at the moment. Just a little angled blender, and go in under my eyes with that, and on the inside corner. And then I also like to do around my nose here. Concealer is my best friend. The older I get, the darker my circles are under my eyes, and I just need to look bright and youthful. Lord knows it takes a lot to do that. I am 38 years old currently, and my 16-year-old, my 14-year-old, they're really into makeup, and they dance, so they have to do makeup a lot. And both of them will do my makeup sometimes, and I end up looking way older than I actually am because they're going for like baking, and they're baking powder under their eyes, and it makes us older people look really old. And the reason being is because we have wrinkles and they do not. So nextly, I'm going to use my It Cosmetics palette, and I do my bronzer, Well Used. I've had this forever, by the way. It is my #1 go-to. And then I'm gonna use Lime Life's blush though. I'm gonna use a different blush, but this is the bronzer. I go in and just kind of carve out my face and trim around. You've all probably seen this still before. And you know, all day today I've been in my schoolroom getting ready for our new school year. So we do school a little bit different than everyone else. We go a little longer. We take off longer breaks during the year. And right now I'm in the process of cleaning out our last year's school and getting ready for a new year. You see that? I do that and come under here with my bronzer. Yeah, so pretty much just been organizing, going through all of my last year's school stuff. I'm gonna go in with some powder, and I think this time I'm gonna use Celebration Foundation, also by It Cosmetics. I'll do this in the color Light, and I'm just gonna pat this in and kind of blend. It's gonna take all this shine away. I know everybody's trying to get the shine, and I'm taking it away. So, getting ready for the new school year. I'm gonna have a junior and a freshman this year. So navigating all that new territory has been fun. And I'm also gonna have a 7th grader, 4th, 2nd, and pre-K. And then my baby Magnolia, she is gonna be 2 in December. So she won't be in school for a little while. Right now I'm gonna have 6 students. It's my first year to have 6. Yeah, so that is what's going on over here at the Michel's. We do take some good breaks. We have a dance competition in the spring. This is the Lime Life. And I have 2 blushes. One obviously has more shimmer, one is matte. I'm using the matte one. I think this is 01, if I'm right. Could be wrong. I do like me some blush. I have a tendency to look really, obviously, you saw me. I have a tendency to look really bare and like I have nothing, I have no color. And so what I like to do is make sure I'm blushed up and bronzed up, and that really helps me out. So obviously, what I'm missing from the 90s, what the 90s took away from me, is my eyebrows. And I'm going in, look, it looks like I'm just selling for It Cosmetics because this is, I love all of their products, but this is the Brow Power pencil, and I'm gonna look like a new person after this. So I use the Universal Taupe color. The only complaint I have about the Universal Brow Power pencil is I order it and it comes in, and a lot of times the stick is out, like the whole product falls out, and so you have to like put it back in. It's been a pain. So I'm gonna write them maybe or something and talk to them about that, but I'm sure they know that that's kind of an issue. Now for this part, I'm probably gonna have to look over here. I find the brows take me the longest. I've talked or thought about microblading, but you know what? I just don't know if it's worth it for me. Okay, let's see if I can do it in here. So I just do tiny brush strokes. Well, actually, they're actually large brush strokes. And I make myself have something that I really don't have. I do think that this doesn't look the most natural. I've tried, my daughter does the Anastasia in the little paint pot, and she uses the angled brush to do her brows, but of course she has young, youthful, perfectly shaped eyebrows, and I'm making something out of nothing. So I have to be careful. I can't use anything that's really sheer, and don't have the coolest shaped brows either, but there you go, that's 1. And let's go for number 2. Sometimes I feel like it takes me forever to do my brows, and sometimes it goes on so easy. And I really probably should get a stencil because I don't have much shape to my brow. Just stencil them suckers in. My cousin got her brows microbladed. They did not last long, so I was like, do I really want to spend the time and money to do it? She said it wasn't that painful. I'm not that afraid of pain. I've had 7 children. 2 of them natural. My last 2. Life has changed a lot since early 2000s. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of holistic natural things that I knew of that time, and just as I've gotten to grow and mature and learn a lot about ways to heal our body besides the medical field or antibiotics. I'm not against any of those things at all, but I really try to use as much natural cleaning products, skincare. I try to use things that are natural. I try to use, body products, things that we put on our body. One thing that I did try and it didn't come out too good was I used a natural, I won't say the name, deodorant, and it broke me and my daughter's underarms out horribly. It was the worst. It was really bad. We had to stop using it. So I do use regular deodorant, but I do want to make a switch when they come out with something that they have some new cream ones that I'm willing to try. I sweat a lot. I really do. I work out, I sweat hard. So I need something that's going to take care of business. So next I'm going to do eyeshadow. This is a palette. I do the Ipsy box. I get the Ipsy box subscription, and last month this Huda Mauve Beauty Obsessions came in, and I do like this. So it had some that were super sparkly and some that were matte. I'm liking the matte colors a whole lot. And also in this month's Ipsy that just came in a couple of days ago, I got a set of Farah brushes. I guess that's how you say it. Came with this set. Bunch of cute little brushes. I'm gonna try those out today. I usually use It Cosmetics brushes, but I am open to anything. I'm also going to use the Subculture Anastasia. This palette is gorgeous. This is my fall palette. I love it. All the colors in it are so good. So I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna use mini tapered blending and go in with the matte white and the shimmer. And they're not true white at all. They're more of a cream. And I'm gonna go right under the brow and right on the outside of the brow. And then I'm gonna use that shimmer color on the inside right here. I am by no means professional. I like makeup. I play with a lot of makeup, if that counts for anything. But my daughter is amazing. Actually, I'm gonna post some pictures of some work that she's done. She has great potential with makeup and all things that have to do with that. She's a really, really talented makeup artist. Let's just call it that. Go in with Dawn on the Subculture palette right here. And I'm just gonna sweep this over the crease. Yeah. Now, I haven't really thought out the next step of what I actually want to do, but I'm thinking going with browns. I've been like stuck in mauves hard lately. Stuck in all the mauves and stuck in the mauves. I'm gonna do this Roxy. It's really, I'm gonna show you. It looks like a scary color, but I always love when I do this color. Right there. It's orangey, peachy, and I'm gonna come into my crease with that color. And I'm just doing a whole bunch of blending. Do the same on the other side. Okay, I'm looking clownish now, but give me a minute. I'm gonna fix it. After this, the next thing I'm gonna do is the lid. I'm gonna go for a new brush. I'm gonna use the short shading brush. Looks like that. Looks like a dome brush to me. But what I'm gonna do is take this Huda color and right in the middle, true brown color. And I'm going to pat it in hard on this corner, bring it in. I do use Babe Lash extender. You cannot tell now, but you will when I put my mascara on. I'm a big lashes person, but I've always had trouble wearing lash extensions. And so I use Babe Lash and my lashes have grown significantly. I've been using it for over a year now. And sometimes they get super long and sometimes they are where they are now, but they really grow beautifully and I do not need any kind of lash extensions. My daughter did lash extensions for a dance competition last season and it was hilarious because she's like, oh yeah, you can do whatever, just be careful not to put cleanser on your eyes or whatever. She came out of the shower and they were like hanging, like you wasted all that money. It was pretty funny. Hanging off of her eyes, done in like first bath. What did I do? I did something here. Okay, now I think I'm gonna do a little bitty, they have a little angled brush in here, the fly wing, so it's super thin. And I'm just going to go under my eye slightly. And just kind of line it out a little. Let's see if I can do it on this side. Hey. Okay, that's where we're at right now. Next, what is next? I'm gonna use, this also came in my Ipsy box. This is Thrive Cosmetics. And I've never used this before. This is their liquid lash extensions mascara. So always, first thing I do is get my pretty little eyelash curler. This one is the Mermaid edition and it came from Tarte. That took me a minute. Warm it up so I get like the curl effect and then get all them babies in there and I curl them out. Hold it for a minute and do the same. Sometimes I get it way too hot and burn my eyelid. Today I did not. Still looking like there's nothing there, but it's coming. I hope this mascara is good, by the way. If not, I have some really good ones. I do like Superhero, that's by It Cosmetics. I do like that one, and they just launched a new one called Blowout. I'm anxious to try that one. Okay, I'm not been the craziest about the bristles that are the plastic bristle brushes. I like the big, like natural, it wouldn't be called natural, but the big fluffy ones. Anyway, so let's see what happens. Okay. Not bad. This Southern girl does multiple mascara coats. Do live in South Louisiana. Humidity is a thing here. Hair-wise, you wouldn't believe it, your lashes too. They will fall in an instant. We need like a eyelash hairspray. Okay, so this is good. Can't say it's like blood owl. All right. So here's the first coat. And don't know if I'm gonna continue with this. I did get a mini. Where did it go? I got a mini. I got this in my Ipsy box, and it's the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. Try some of this on here too. Mix and match, why not? Also one of those plastic bristled brushes. Some of them I do like because they comb out. This one does not comb out the lashes. And when your lashes are long, which is what I want, this can be a messy process and it can go everywhere, all over the place. Okay, Supposed to be doing it in the camera, but y'all, not the easiest. Sometimes I go in with a mascara, not a mascara, this is mascara. I go in with an eyeliner. I'm not a pro at the winged eyeliner. My daughter Addie is very good at that. But I do like to line the top of my lid for a more bold, dramatic, and sometimes I'll do my waterline too. Not gonna do that today, but I am gonna use this that also came in my Ipsy box, and this is the Pixie by Petra Shea Butter Lip Balm. The color is Natural Rose, and I figured it would be something really good for everyday, you know, not major, not a whole lot of color or anything. All right, I like it. For some reason I find when I do crazy like lipsticks, I look at myself, I'm just like, that's not me. Okay, hair. Let's talk about hair. So I have been using color depositing shampoo. This is old bleach, and I just use a pink color depositing shampoo. I have a base color, and then my hairstylist does rose gold. Yes. Does it look crazy right now? Absolutely. But what am I gonna do? I'm going to dry shampoo the heck out of it, because I only wash my hair at the most twice a week. I definitely am not a big hair washer. I don't like all the process heat that goes onto my hair. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry shampoo and then blow dry. I'll put some music on for you, and then I'm gonna show you how I curl my hair. Another sip of coffee, and we can get to it. Okay, brush wise, I am using the Wet Brush Pro. Everybody raved about the wet brush. I didn't know what was great about it, but I have a bunch of kids, so brushing out knots is not fun. I love this brush, and I've been addicted to it, and I'm a hair teasing person, so it teases my hair really good. I'm gonna use Love Beauty and Planet Juicy Grapefruit dry shampoo for volume. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it in. I go heavy on all things, all products. So we'll go heavy on this, or let it sit a second, and then I blow dry it as if I was blow drying my hair. Okay, and this is just slept on, washed hair, but not necessarily blow dried or had been fixed yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to heat up my Chi iron at 380 degrees, and I'm going to, old trusty, the Tony & Guy. This is the 1.5 inch. Love this thing. Lifesaver. I'm gonna put that on and get those things started, and I'm gonna get my hair blow dried. Okay, now, next part of the process. I basically clip half of my hair up, and then I'm going to start curling. I don't have any special techniques. I do, basically, a lot of people are wanding. I just much rather curl. I know it gives a totally different look. I do. A curl girl. So, let's get started. I will probably fast forward a bunch of this because nobody wants to see me curl my hair the whole time. But just to get started, what I do is I curl and leave piece out, bring it down, and the bottom is usually pretty straight. Any shorter pieces, I kind of do the same thing. And so I try not to curl my ends, not just for health, but I like the look of that better, to not have curled ends. And if they're frizzy at all or anything, I will come back and straighten them with the straightening iron. So this is basically what I do all the way around, and then I'll pull the top half down and talk to you about that. Okay, so that is the bottom, and now I'll go in with the top. Basically, just pulling down pieces at a time. I go from the sides and work my way around. That's a good look. Okay, so for this last piece, I just make sure, because I have some shorter hairs in there, that I run it through from the top. And if I ever need to with the flat iron, I will. But over the time of bleaching my hair and having multiple children, it's definitely been a process of trying to keep super healthy hair. I do take collagen, keep up with my vitamins, try to eat healthy and all those things. Basically, have been coloring my hair now for almost 10 years. This is almost the color I really started with, and then it has been a multitude of different colors. I don't know why. This is just something I love to do. I do just enjoy having color in my hair. All right, so if that's turned on now, we should, boom. I am so glad that you guys joined me for this video. I am going to show you the finished product. I do wear glasses, so I'm gonna put my glasses on. I would let this cool a second. I'm gonna spray it with hairspray. This hairspray that I'm using is the SXG New York City NYC, and it is the Under Control finishing spray. So that's what I'm putting all over. Live in the South, you need you some hairspray. So I'll let this sit a minute, then I run my hands through it, and I'm going to put on my glasses and show you guys the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished product with my glasses. You can see my ring light blinging in there. I do the curled hair most days, and I would curl my lashes to be a little more uppity up, but this is basically what I have going on a quick normal day. That didn't feel quick, but it is basis. So thank you guys for visiting my channel. Thank you for watching and sticking with this video. Get ready with me. I have lots of content coming out for you very soon. So excited about you joining me here on my channel. So have a great day, be blessed, and peace.